Okay, here we go. This is science, all right? Science is always right. Okay, science is always right. Science says a bumblebee can't fly, and we know that to be true. Bumblebees can't fly. One article says sugar makes you fat. One article says sugar makes you lean. One article says fat makes you fat. That's why I call it fat. And one says fat doesn't make you fat. So there's no contradictions in science, all right? And we should always listen to science, and we should ignore the objective truth. Let's listen to the social narrative and what is trending. The objective truth deserves no place. Objective truth has no weight. People being funded by oil industries or sugar industries or meat industries or big pharma, these people who do these studies, they're not biased at all. All right? No one from big sugar or big meat or big pharma or big oil or big food corp or big Coca-Cola or anyone, nobody ever says, guys, this is what the results we're looking for. Here's $1 million grant. Go make us look good. That doesn't ever happen. Science is unbiased. Science is never professionally altered. It is pure as can be. Now, the objective truth, like the sun is hot, that's the objective truth. The sun is warm. Water is wet. That's debatable, okay? That's debatable. Objective truth is debatable. Science isn't. So now, today we have here fructose and sugar. This is why sugar causes... Now, sugar, I mean sugar. Sugar is carbohydrate. Rice, potatoes, corn. All these things contain sugar. Now, fructose and sugar, right? So sugar is sucrose, and sucrose is glucose and fructose. So this is fructose and glucose and sugar. You confused? Keep going. And so this is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. When your liver's full of fat. Now, that doesn't happen from fat. That happens from sugar, right? So now, I read this whole thing, and there wasn't one mention of fat. Not one mention of fat in fatty liver. So that's a bit like walking into your lounge room, and there's a big steaming pile of elephant dump. And you walk up to your person who's in the room as well and goes, look at this steaming elephant dump. You know what causes this? Mice. There's no elephant in the room. This is caused by mice. When you have fatty liver, that's not caused by fat. That must be caused by sugar. All right? Elephant dump steaming in your lounge room caused by mice. I read this whole study, and there wasn't one mention of fat Americans or fat Australians eating their meat pies and bacon, egg, Homer Simpson hot dog style diets. All right, so we know it must be sugar. That's why I have a fatty liver. My liver's so fat, the Eskimos would hunt me down. All right, back in the day. Now we have another study. This is by Johnson. Now we know Johnson. That's Robert Lustig's buddy. And we know that he wasn't funded by anyone. We know that scientific studies are unbiased. Yeah, they're unbiased. You can't just go along cherry picking stuff. Right? Science is science. Bumblebees can't fly. Objective truth doesn't. Common sense means nothing. Right? So sugar, uric acid. So the purines in meat don't trigger uric acid. No. That's sugar. Acid, uric acid, isn't triggered by amino acids or fatty acids. It's triggered by sucrose. That's right. So, all right. So it's the science says, all right, listen to the science. Even if the science can contradict itself, listen to the science, kids. Don't question what you encouraged. Objective truth. Is the sun warm? Science doesn't say so. The sun could be an ice cube. Science could say that. Bumblebees can't fly. If you're seeing a bumblebee flying in your garden in Brixton, your mum probably put LSD in your smoothie. Alright? Bad mummy. Alright, kids. So that's how it works. Fatty liver caused by not fat, sugar. That's why I have a fatty liver. And that's why all the Durianrider followers out there, for years and years, eating the Durianrider diet. If you look carefully, they've got this big liver sticking out. It's a liver. It's not a gut. That's a liver. Seriously. They did an autopsy on a Durianrider fan who's been following my diet for 20 years as well. And his liver was so big. I thought it was a big 10-foot salmon in his gut. Seriously. All right, so sugar causes fatty liver. There's no doubt about it. And Robert Lustig, he's not fat. He doesn't have fatty liver. He doesn't have inflammation. No. That's lean body mass on the neck. All that mass isn't fat. It's not a turkey gobbler. It's not a walrus Tinder app. Look, it's just lean. He's got a very strong neck. He's got so much integrity, just builds all his muscle. Same with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, I disagree. He doesn't look like a hammer that hit a thumb on a potato farmer from Idaho who doesn't eat his potatoes and lives on bacon instead. That inflamed red neck look, that's a vegan look. That big inflamed human thumb, pig porcine neck that Joe Rogan has, that's from fruit, sugar. Fruit's full of sugar. We know that. Rice is full of sugar. So it's not inflammation from fat. It's not inflammation from acids, amino acids and fatty acids at all. All right, this video is getting a bit dogmatic. Science is always right. Don't question the science, kids. Never question what's encouraged. Common sense is common. It means it's not valuable. Go with fancy jargon. Science.